live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's the pick. Three-pointer. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
And that one good.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. 6 to shoot. Here's Campazzo. Covered by Satoransky. Launches it. And Campazzo missing. And they're on the break. Back to Hernan Gomez. Driving to the basket. Garuba with a rebound.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Here's Campazzo. And it's all from three-point range. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Guarded closely.
Away team foul. Musa. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. On target from range. He's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Musa. Parker defending. Jacks up a 3. Musa, good.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Satoransky outside. This one for 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Musa, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Metu. Deflected. Here's Garuba. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
The 3-ball. And Metu pulls it down. Down low. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he bangs it home with one hand.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Musa. Driving in. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Metu, pass to Satoransky.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
There's a screen by Metu. No good from outside. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Satoransky pulls it in. Here's Metu. No points yet. Three-pointer. Garuba with a rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
A great way to end the quarter.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 6 points for him.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Metu. No good that time. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Musa. Offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Here's Metu. Got a hand on it. Here's the break. Pass to Garuba. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Garuba's got 10 points in the game. Looking to win the run. And it's good on the layup.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
The steal. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They lead by 4. And back to the start of the second. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Away team foul. Number 24. First personal foul, first team foul.
First one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Hazonia. Anderson covers. Pass to Njai. From outside the arc. The shot comes out.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Here's the three. That shot is off. Here's Hazonia. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Puts up a three, and he buries his first look.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
And there's a pick. Inside. Ibaka with a steal. Plenty of space. Clock at 6. Tries yet again. Pass to Hazonia. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Right wing. The three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Ibaka for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Fall. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Hazonia.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
The three is up. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
The 11-footer. Ibaka's shot is off. Nails it from 3. 5 points in the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
There's a minute 59 left in the second quarter. Pass to Njai. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Hazonia gets the bucket.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Oh, got that one up quick. Njai's got his first 3 points of the game. Njai's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. 1:16 left in the first half. Pass to Fall. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Rob. It's Anderson on the wing. Takes the 3. That shot off the mark. Here's Njai. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Knocks it down from distance.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Hazonia, good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Vesely. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And that's good as he hits both shots. The visitors with the ball. Here's Musa. Pure from 3-point range. He's got 9. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. You're up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. 3rd quarter action in just a bit.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into. Glad you could join us.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Campazzo. Chimezi Metu out there with Willie Hernangomez. And it's Parker in at the 3. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Takes a 3. Doesn't go that time.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. There's the triple. To the wing, right side. And there's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Now Parker, still without a bucket. Here's Hernangomez. It's not going to go for him. Hernangomez has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the 3rd. To the right side. 4-3. Drops in the 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Hernangomez sets a screen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Musa. 12 points for him. Connects from downtown. 15 points in the game.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Satoransky. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Personal foul, first team foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for your home team, Satoransky. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. From behind the arc. The shot, no good. They're running. Gets it to go from the corner.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Lets the 3 fly. Right wing. Covered by Satoransky. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Ball goes to the away team.
On Thursday, and then on Sunday, the visitors with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Musa, good.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. From downtown, good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Give him 20.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And that one comes up a bit short. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. On target from range.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Campazzo. Shot clock at 5. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Satoransky. Drills it from deep. Satoransky's got 7.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
46 seconds left in the third. No good on the wing 3.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. There's a screen from Garuba. 4 on the clock. And Campazzo missing. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Here's Musa. Parker defending. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Campazzo. And that's not gonna go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Anderson, driving inside, and finished off by Anderson. Now here's Ibaka. The D's right on him. Here's Hazonia. Good on the jump shot. Here's Anderson. And Hazonia pulls it down.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Ibaka for three. The shot off that time. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Vesely. They set the pick. Launches a three. The offensive rebound. For three. Hits the trifecta.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. From deep. That shot off. In transition, here they come. Beyond the arc. Inja grabs the miss. Out left to the wing. Here's Hazonia for three. 5 to shoot. He drops it from range.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Off target from the wing.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Ibaka for three. Pass to Campazzo. Out to the wing. Here's Musa. Offline with a three.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Sinks the tray.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Over to the wing. Ibaka with a screen on Parker. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
2 points. That one goes.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Campazzo. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Satoransky right side. Fires for three. Inja grabs the miss. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. There's a screen. Here's Musa. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Fires in the triple. Here's Parker. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Here's Musa. Parker defending. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Stolen by Satoransky. One-on-one fast break. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Balmora. Shields covered by Parker. From 15 feet away, and that one drops.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Satoransky gets the bucket.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Shields from outside off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And on Gomez with a screen on Brooks. Fires from deep. That shot off.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Satoransky against Brooks. Satoransky, the pass to Medu. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Mirotic, a screen on Satoransky. Takes a three, bangs home the trifecta.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
There's a screen. And that one's on target from the wing. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Balmora. Here's Mirotic. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Fast break, here they come. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Brink. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Parker. They get it back and finish off by Hernan Gomez.
I tell you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. So he gets them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's the screen. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Rebound by Parker. Mirotic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Parker outside to the paint. Pass to Satoransky. The 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Bomar. That one's off. Still out of sync. And it's Parker in the corner. Madhu passes to Satoransky. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Satoransky's got 7.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Into the lane. And easy 2 points on the layup. 5 points in the game.
Away team foul. Armani Brooks. First personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Quizair. A 3-pointer off the mark. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Satoransky covering. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. They're up by 10. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
They've got Anderson. And it's Lapro Vitola in at the point. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Yes, that goes in.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
To the left side wing. Anderson passes to Lapro Vitola. Nailed from three-point land. Vitola's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Gozair, defended by Anderson. Here's Gozair. No scoring in this one. On Tuesday, then on Monday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Pass to Vesely to the wing right side. Here's Anderson, 6 on the shot clock, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come. But it is definitely getting younger.
They set the screen. Basket counts.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Out to the wing. The tray. Rebound by Vesely.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Three-pointer. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Listen, he's streaky, but if he gets hot, you've got to run people out of anything you can do to disrupt his rhythm.
There's the pick. Provitola passes to Anderson. Out to the right wing. Here's Provitola. Pulls it up. That shot is off. To the left wing. Second chance shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He's perfect from the line this time. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's deflected. Here we go, one-on-one for 3. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Pass to McCormick. Fall with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Provitola. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
And so he makes both from the line. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
Pass to Anderson. There's the pick. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Fall. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up by 16. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Man, we've talked about it so much. Hard to believe we're almost an all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new face. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the visiting team.
I think it's fun.
And that about wraps.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Parker out there with Medu. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Takes it inside, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the tip.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Off target at the rim. Here's Bomar. Over to the left wing. It's intercepted. Hernan Gomez against Brooks. And Satoransky kicks to Parker. Down low, Medu. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Mirotic. To the middle. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Medu. Hernan Gomez, no good.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Well, we call this high IQ and good instincts for the game, and these things Willie relies on to succeed at this level.
Brooks finds Mirotic. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Mirotic has got 6 points.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Medu passes to Satoransky. He takes it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Medu. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. A 3 for Mirotic. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
There's the pick. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. 7 points in the game. Pass to Balmaro. Hernan Gomez covering. Shields. No good from outside. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Here's Medu. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Medu's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Pass to Brooks. 51 seconds left in the third. And he's good on the three ball.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Brooks against Satoransky. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Balmaro. Back to Brooks. To the wing on the left. Shields, covered by Parker. Outside for Mirotic. Clock is at 3. Fires the 3. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Herman Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
6 seconds left to play in the third. 2 on the clock. And he drives in, and it's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up 19. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Fall, and it's Vesely in at the 4-man position. And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Laprovitola. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Laprovitola's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
4-on-3 break.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 31.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's the drive. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Shields drops in the tray off the fast break.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Laprovitola passes to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Vesely. Just 5 to shoot. Shots good by Laprovitola.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Anderson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. From the arc. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
From downtown, McCormick with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Here's Anderson. Offline with the baseline jumper.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Satoransky covering. Takes the three. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Satoransky. Lets it go with the three. McCormick with the rebound. And they're on the break. We've heard some players, Doris, propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
Parker's shot is off. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Out left to the wing. Shields. Misses the three. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Releases. Rebound by Parker. Shoots the three. Kept alive. Hernan Gomez. Missed. And so they get the victory here at home. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.
folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Here's Mirotic. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
There's a screen from Garuba. Musa cans it with nobody near him. Here's Balmaro. Puts up a deep three. No luck on that one. Here's Campazzo from deep three-point land. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
That one misses. And he nails the third. First quarter, just over a minute played. Out to the right wing. Off target from three-point range. Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. Hits a three-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. They need this. Gets the three ball to go. 6 points for him.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Musa. No good.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Here's Garuba.
Ball is too low. The ball goes to the away team.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. To the wing on the left. Pass to Mirotic. 5 to shoot. A deep three. And no good. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Musa from outside the arc. Offensive board. Here's Campazzo. Jacks up a three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Drains the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
There's a minute 34 left now in the first quarter. Snatched away. From downtown. And Campazzo pulls it down. Here's Musa. And miss after miss right now.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
A minute 4 left in the first. And the shot goes down. He's got 5. Here's Campazzo. And he goes in for the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Takes the three. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
"27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. From beyond the arc, and then some. Campazzo's got 5 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Musa. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Leading by 9. And we'll get things. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Brooks left side. Lets it go from deep. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Brooks defending. Pass to Azonia from deep. Here's Njai. Ibaka with it. Here's Njai. High post Ibaka. Second shot opportunity. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. And the baseline jumper goes down. Brooks defending. Here's Azonia. From outside, off the mark.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
The 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Changing ends quickly. Scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3 ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Back to Brooks. The 3. Njai grabs the miss. Here's the break. Ibaka for 3. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now. Pass to McCormick. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Azonia. Pass to Ibaka. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Ibaka's got 11 points in the quarter.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
.49 left in the first half of this one. And that one is hammered home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
The three ball. He buries it from three.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Brooks outside. From the arc. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. 1:07 left in the second quarter. Hezonja gets the bucket.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
They set a pick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Brooks outside. Misses off the right iron.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him out.
Ibaka with it. Checked by Brooks. Back to Ibaka. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Garuba. Fires from the wing. The shot no good. Three-pointer. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. 12 points for him.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret.
You take a look at the visitors. They've clearly taken a step back as a franchise. You hate to see that. But something isn't right with this team. I don't know if it's personnel, the coaching.
And moving on, let's jump over to our current game. It's a tight one so far for the visiting team.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Out to the wing. Back to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Sends it home from three-point land.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Mirotic. The three is up. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Here's Garuba. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. This one for 3. They get it back.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
About a minute played here in the second half. Musa. The three-pointer off the mark. And they're pushing it up. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
No good from outside.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
That's miss number 5 on the night. 6 for 11 now. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Off target with the 3.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
To the left wing. Ooh, it's stolen away. Pass to Campazzo. Launches a three. It's not going to go for him. Campazzo's gone 1 for 3 on the night.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The home team on D. They trail by 7. Almaro no good. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. To the left side wing. 4-3. And he jams it home with authority.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's good on the putback.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Campazzo. 5 points in the game.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. A good-looking shot from the wing. He's got 21. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter here. Here's Garuba. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6.
And the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 5 points in the game. The visitors with the ball. Here's Balmaro. Sinks it from distance.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Back to Campazzo. Nails it from 3. Campazzo's got 8 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Mirotic. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
There's a screen from Garuba. Lets the 3 fly. And Campazzo missing. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Leading by 7. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. From behind the arc. McCormick. Njai grabs the miss. Njai's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Ibaka. Here's the 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming. It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Buries it from 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And it's Brooks missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Pass to Mirotic. Shoots. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You got to play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
Brooks from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Now Ibaka. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Ibaka's got 6 points in the quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Deflects the pass. Ibaka with a steal. In transition. To tie it up. They get the rebound. Here's Hezonja. Ibaka, the pass to Njai. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Ibaka. Let's go with a 3. The shot won't fall. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Knocks down the triple. Fires the 3. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
Pass to Brooks. Here's Mirotic. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
The 3 is up. And Hezonja pulls it down. Back to Ibaka. To tie it up. No good. 8 for 11 from the floor now.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
From deep three-point range. And Hezonja pulls it down. 1:10 left to play in the fourth. Njai can't hit. It's stolen. To the middle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. And that brings him within 2 here.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Pass to Mirotic. Over to the left wing. Three-pointer off the mark.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter.
The pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
The home team calls timeout. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
A three from the inbound. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of...
everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Metu, Odin Gomez out there with Parker, and it's Zadaransky in at the point. Off target from three-point range. Here's Tavares. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
And here is Zadaransky. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Zadaransky. Hernan Gomez kicks to Zadaransky. Buries the long-range jumper.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
To the paint. It's stolen. Wide open look. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Garuba's got 5 points so far. Now here's Zadaransky. He's covered closely. And the three ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Garuba. He's got 5. To the inside. Zadaransky grabs the miss.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Inside. And they're pushing it up. Here's Musa. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Here's the three. And Garuba pulls it down. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Parker with the steal. Pass to Zadaransky. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Campazzo connects from three-point range.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
To the middle. And here they come. Pull-up jumper. Jump shot is good that time. Garuba's got his third basket of the night.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Plays it up and banks it in.
Works that one inside nicely.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Huey. Still yet to score. Lets it go from deep. Garuba's shot is off. The three. And Garuba pulls it down.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's Musa. Tavares passes to Huey. Here's Garuba. He has 7. Good on the triple. Garuba's got 10 points.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
First personal foul, second team foul.
First one falls for him.
For the away team, Cody, 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Finish off by Hazonia.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Satoransky. 8 points for him. Parker, right side. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Ibaka outside. Pass to Azania. Got it up. And it's good. Going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And
both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. They lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
They've got Anderson. And it's Fall in at the 5 down low. Here's Azania. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Down low. And a slam dunk by Vesely.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
They set the pick. Here's Laprovitola. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Laprovitola's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Ibaka for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. On Tuesday, then on Saturday. Here's Azania. No good on the quick 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Laprovitola, no good. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Screen by Ibaka. Jacks up a 3. And the basket by Enja.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Anderson outside to the left side wing. Pass to Laprovitola. Shot clock at 6. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's the screen. Launches it. Good on the 3-point shot. Laprovitola's got 8 points.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. From outside the arc, Njai's shot is off. Here's Laprovitola. 3-pointer. The rebound by Ibaka.
You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Now Hazonia. Pass to Njai. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. For the 3. Drills it from outside.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
It's stolen by Ibaka, and here's the break. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:27 left to play in the first half. Provitola passes to Fall. They recover it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Softly drops in the floater. Fall's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Hazanya's gone 2 for 5 tonight. 58 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Laprovitola. Hazonia defending. Shots good by Laprovitola. Laprovitola's got 11 here in this quarter alone. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Yeah, good job to take it right at you.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And the first one drops.
Line for the away team. Fall. 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Musa with the bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Anderson outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the break. From past the arc. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. They've got Yui, and it's Musa in at the 3 slot. Parker, with no one around, drills the three-pointer. Parker's got 5. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Hernan Gomez out there with Parker, and it's Metu in at the 5. Pass to Satoransky. Fires for 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Shooting for the away team.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. Here's Campazzo. The 3 ball. A nice shot by Garuba. He's got 13.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
There's the triple. It's good from long range.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Pass to Musa. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Count it.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
It's Parker with the drop. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Jacks up a three. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got 6 here in this quarter.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here's Musa. That 3 off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Wasted no time on that one.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Here's Garuba, and that one is stuffed right through.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And Garuba pulls it down.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the leaner's probably not the best option on that shot.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Here's Medu, still without a basket. Hernan Gomez finds Parker. Back to Hernan Gomez. Here's Garuba, covered by Parker. Over to the wing. There's the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Campazzo's got 6.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. There's a good screen. Garuba the pass to Campazzo. Fades away. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Parker. High arcing shot. Misses the layup. Here's Ewing. Count it from 12.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Medu. And it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
.55 seconds left to play here in the third. He doesn't hit that one.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Lasagna, the pass to Ibaka. 6 to shoot for the lead. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 9, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
From the arc. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
End job. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And there's the drive. The shot by Satoransky, no good. It's Hezonja in the corner. Fade away. The shot, no good. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Leading by a point. And time. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Substitution on the court.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
They've got Fall, and it's Anderson in at the 3. Here's the 3. It's good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Hazonia kicks to Ibaka. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Laprovitola. Off target from outside.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
It's good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
This one for three. Vesely, and Vesely slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Ibaka for three. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Fall. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Njai. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Out to the wing. Here's Campazzo. Hits it from three-point range.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Pass to Satoransky. Launches a three. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game. For the three. Trains the three-pointer.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Right wing. They set the pick. Lets the three fly. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got 19 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The rebound by Ibaka.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Pass to Campazzo. Ibaka with the screen on Satoransky. Campazzo, the pass to Hazonia. Takes a three. Rebound by Parker. It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You'd have to say it's a long shot.
Ibaka against Parker. Here's Njai. They turn it over. Here's Parker.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo! One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Njai. Hernan Gomez covering. Ibaka, the pass to Campazzo. For three. Hits the three-point bomb. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. Now here's Satoransky. Metu. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Not going to go that time. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Metu pass to Hernan Gomez. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. Parker defending. He got a piece of it. Here we go, one-on-one. Satoransky right side. No good on the 3. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Bolmaro. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Bolmaro's got his second bucket on the night. Here's Parker. Deflected. It's intercepted. Here we go. Here's Bolmaro. And the layup is good. Bolmaro's got 7 points. Bolmaro's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Metu. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
It's deflected. And it's off from three-point range. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Knocks down the long J.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Satoransky outside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's the fast break. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Parker against Brooks. There's the triple. Parker, and that's good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Mirotic. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Home team foul. Armani Brooks. First personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Satoransky right side. Count that one.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Parker defending. Here's Mirotic. Gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, it's just waiting threes for them early.
Livening it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. There's the drive. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now. 1:02 left in the first. Here's Satoransky. And the 3 off target.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
And he drives in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
number 32.
First one falls for him. Good on both. Parker with it. "26 seconds left in the first quarter here, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks."
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe. You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
No good on the quick three. Out left to the wing. Yep, that one goes.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance. Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Nails it from three. Satoransky's got 5. Launches it. No good. Misses at the buzzer. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Up 8. And if you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Fires from deep. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Outside, Anderson. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Pass to Fall. And he banks in the layup. Fall's got his second basket on the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Here in the second. Puts up a 3 and is blocked. They retain possession. Just 5 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Vesely. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Counted from distance.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Anderson drives.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
These are his first free throws of the game. And Anderson drops them both. Jacks up a 3. And he can't get that one. Here's Fall. It's stolen. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. He's got 5.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Launches a 3. They get the rebound. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The double clutch, tipped. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He shoots it. Six on the shot clock. Floats one up, and the basket is good. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to McCormick. Picked his pocket. Here's Vesely. No made baskets yet. That one falls.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
There's the triple. It's hauled in by Fall.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. He's got 5.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
To the paint. With 4 on the clock. The putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They're up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Please don't.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what?
Taking a peek now. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Willie Hernan Gomez is out there with Chemezi Metu. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And they're pushing it up. There's the 3. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Now Parker. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. way, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The shot comes out. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Off with the layup.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And here they come. Pass to Mirotic. Out to the wing. Here's Balmaro. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Third team foul. Armani Brooks. Second personal foul. First team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Satoransky passes to Hernan Gomez. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Brooks outside. A minute 15 left in the third. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Parker's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Lets it fly. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Give him 8 points now.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Offensive rebound. Here's Satoransky. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Here's Balmaro. 15 points in the game. Parker defending. The 3 is up. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
There's a screen by Metu. It's good from the top of the key. Here's Mirotic. Parker defending. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mirotic. Pass to Balmaro. Just 5 on the clock. And finally, they hit one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Fires for 3. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. And there's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
It'll count. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 16. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Substitution on the court.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Rare turnover for them tonight. They've protected the ball, and they're trying to protect this lead.
The visitors with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Off the mark there with a three. Out to the right wing. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Top of the key. That shot, no good.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Let's go with a three. The shot off that time. Lets the three fly, and the three-pointer goes.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Fast break, here we go. From behind the arc. He can't get it to go. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
They set the pick. Off target from outside. Here's Vesely. Beyond the arc. He buries it from three.
Draining his first three of the game, no doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
To the wing on the left. For three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And that's an intentional foul. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Covered by Satoransky. Satoransky pulls it in.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
There's a screen by Metu. Fires the three. Satoransky shot is off. Satoransky's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go. And a missed layup.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. Not a lot of room. Parker, no good.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Parker defending. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
To halt the run. They grab their own miss. Metu nails the baby hook.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Lots of room. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First team foul. At the line.
The first free throw is good.
Willie Hernan Gomez. 2 shots.
So he gets them both. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Parker. Missed inside. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And down it goes. Jam that one home. Cuts off the pass. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Looking to get it going. And he lays it up and in. Hits a three-pointer.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
This one for 3. No good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Showing that they're the far superior team. They win it.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Izonia, and it's Garuba in at the 4. Mirotic, the screen. Three-pointer, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Traps in the tray. Mirotic has got 6 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Campazzo. The 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. First quarter, just over a minute played. Brooks outside. A solo fast break. A nice shot by Garuba.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
On the wing, Brooks. And stolen by Izonia. Together on the break. Here's Musa. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And finished off by Mirotic.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Musa passes to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Brooks covering. A 3-ball. Tavares kicks to Hezonja. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Musa passes to Garuba. And now, here's Hezonja. Shoots a fader. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 5.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Mirotic from downtown. Rebound by Tavares. Here's Garuba. Fires for 3. That one's not going to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the wing right side. Shields. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Musa with the bucket.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Brooks. The 3. Musa grabs the miss. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Campazzo. A nice shot by Garuba.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Brooks, the pass to Balmore. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Pass to Musa. They set the pick. Here's Balmore. He has yet to score. Intercepted. 20 seconds left to play in the first. From the corner. Musa can't hit.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Mirotic has a wide open look. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Hezonja. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Ibaka for 3. Pass to Enja. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. From deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Takes the 3. No good on that one. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. They get it again. Tries again. Here's Huey. Scoreless thus far. 5 on the clock. Fades back. That shot misses. Over to the left wing. Top of the key. And it's good off the back rim and in. 5 points in the game. Ibaka outside. No good there off the double clutch. Here's Gozer. Lets it go with a 3. Cans it from downtown. And it's a tie ball game.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Shots good by Ibaka.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
They set the screen. Out left to the wing. A three-pointer is right on target.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Enja. And the 3 off target. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shoots the 3. The putback. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here's the break. Pushing it up. Buries the corner 3.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Puts up a 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3-point range.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Huey kicks to Enja. Pass to Ibaka. Fades and shoots. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Stolen. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
The tray. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Shoots from 14. Good on the jump shot. 13 points in the game.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Huey, the pass to Ibaka. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Here's Njai, and he gets it to go from the corner. Njai's got his first basket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he's good on the first of 3. So both teams making some changes here. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 22, Walter.
Brooks finds Mirotic. There's the screen. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mirotic has got 11.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Tavares hit at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Musa's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Balmaro gets it to go from beyond the arc. Balmaro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Musa. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here comes the break. Pick off in midair. Here's the lob to the hoop. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Hezonja. Here's Musa. Stolen away. 4-on-3 break. Shields. Hits from the high post. He's got 7.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Here's Campazzo. Brooks covering. Will it go? Here's Hezonja. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, they get 1 to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Hezonja's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Balmaro's shot is off.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Garuba's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Mirotic passes to Brooks. Back to Mirotic. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first one falls.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Campazzo. Good on the triple. Campazzo's got 6 points.
Well, that's just poor transition defense. He's too good a shooter to leave open out there.
And Mirotic kicks to Brooks. Back to Mirotic. And Finished off by Mirotic.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
There's a screen. Shields, Hazonia defending. Connects from three-point range. 10 points for him. There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Musa.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Cozier. To the inside. To the left side wing. No good with the triple. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. From past the arc, McCormick with the rebound. McCormick's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the pick. Here's Quizier. Sinks the triple.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Ibaka for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ibaka's got 8 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. To the right side. From outside the arc. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
There's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Launches it. No good that time. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Fires it up. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Three-pointer. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Fires the 3. That shot missing. Ibaka's gone 2 for 7. Struggling a bit. Outside Mirotic. Hits the three-point bomb.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
To end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Cozier. From past the arc, and the 3 ball is good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Njai dishes to Ibaka. From downtown, hits it from three-point range.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Huey. His three-pointers off the mark. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
Substitution on the court.
The rebound by Njai.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. The rebound by Hazanya. Ibaka looking for an opening. And Hazanya gets it to go.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
Shields. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Musa with the bucket.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was sweet.
To the wing on the left. .56 seconds left in the fourth. 5 to shoot. Here's Njai. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. From deep three-point land, offensive rebound, outside Mirotic. The three. Missed it, even after all those chances.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be.